This is ridiculous. I love this so much.
Hey guys.
Let's move on to round number 2.
Round 2. Over this.
Right. Smell your loose, please.
What did he just say?
This is the clock.
Schmillianus. It's supposed to be Spilianus.
I know, but smelly onus. Obviously that means
Yes. It was a bit. That's how it is.
It just calls me Spilianus.
Is he laughing at me?
Okay, ready boys? Yeah.
Whoa. Read the card.
Is that dragon egg?
Boys, for this one, maybe eat it first, and I'll explain. Oh,
I don't even know what it is.
it's a treasure.
Just go. Fight and hide. Fight and hide.
Fight and hide, fight and hide.
Oh, really? This is going to be spicy.
I can put it in afterwards.
It's so aggressive. This is bad. Wait, what? Starting with fight. Right, ready? It's not spicy. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Cheers.
Boys, 4 of you have a traditional, if not slightly discoloured Scotch egg, a soft-boiled egg wrapped in sausage meat and paneling into crumbs. One of you, however, will see the dragons are famed for having a meaty, impenetrable skin, and so too do one of these eggs, which never hatched. Or should I say,
hello ladies and gentlemen,
has its shell.
and welcome to the stream. Today marks the last day,
Yes, one of these is a
well the last day that we'll be cooking and streaming in this kitchen. Bro, stop eating touch grass. Don't really affect me, little Nick. Don't really affect me, buddy. Alright, as I was saying, today we'll be making some South African grub. And one of the best, well in my opinion, one of the best, and one of the famous ones is Fekboep and Mince. Yeah, no, that is just absolutely delicious just saying that. Alright, let's get started.
There are people in the comments saying they heard a crunch.
First, we want to cut this. Bro, all blocks, all blacks forever. Good for you, buddy. Yes, I am South African, man. I am South African. Yeah, the All Blacks. You mean the same guys that are beneath the Bokke in World Cups? You mean the ones that literally cried and moaned when South Africa beat them in the World Cup? Yeah, thought so. Clean your kitchen. You mean the one where my brother and sister-in-law just cooked? Will be. You sound foreign. A lot of people believe that, but I'm actually South African. My accent is just a bit messed up. So basically we're just going to be cutting up an onion.
it was James because I thought I heard a shell
There you
come
go.
back from either Evans or James, but then Evans
Take
laughed
all
when
this
I think
off.
it was a surprise. I think it was James. I thought it was Kush.
Cap, good for you, buddy. You know, you can say what you want. You're just giving me watch hours, so good for you, buddy.
A surprise.
My first hater.
I understand
I
why
feel,
you
I feel,
say anything.
I feel glad. I feel good. I feel great.
Oh no.
You wanted to put an egg straight from a chicken's anus.
There you go. Okay, we're gonna just basically slice this into over here. Just gonna slice it down the middle over there. Basically half rings. We don't want to. We want to cook them down so basically they have a lot of flavor going through. Okay. While that does that, we're going to heat up our pan. And we're going to grab some wheat.
Right, shall we move on?
There you go.
Round number 3.
Just remember, he's in Game of Thrones tomorrow.
I know.
With that, let's get some garlic as well. Got some garlic on the side here.
Oh, what is that?
Sir Prancelot, please.
Do 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 do
Oh,
do.
no.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, when you give kindness, it happens.
These are, don't get
Alright, so we're basically gonna cut up some of this over here.
That's what they are.
Yeah, Nick is just basically being himself. Just gives me watch hours, so I don't mind. You can say whatever you want. Okay. How you doing, spiritual apple? How you doing, bud? Everything going well in life?
Which I think is essentially the same thing.
Tomorrow, but tomorrow, tomorrow. Hey, what's up, Dave? What's going on, man? Welcome back. Now the comments are popping up. You remember me? Of course, man. Of course I do. Hey, what up, narrator? Hey, yo, bro, gotta go, but keep it, don't worry, man, I don't let them get to me. In fact, they just give me viewer time. Long time no see, of course, man, of course. Hey, bro, what are you cooking? I'm cooking some classic South African grub, being fekkoekenmens. I got the fekkoek, so we're just cooking the mens. I'm good. There you go. We need to get ourselves a spatula quickly. Sorry, I'm just a bit tired. Today's been a long day. And I can't find my spatula. Hey! Spit that out! That's not one of your drops. What you cooking? Next, could you make shawarma? I'll make some shawarma once I get to the new place, no problem. And then I have been. Sorry, man, that you have to go through that. Literally, I truly am. You can let out what's going on in your head. What's going on, man? Sorry. Okay, not good. I can't find my spatula. I'll use this one. There you go. Okay, we add some onions. I'm sorry, man, that you have to go through this. Listen, man, I've been through that type of mentality It's not good. The stream, yeah, man. Just been busy here and there. Just had to check something. Hey. What are you trying to... Ugh. Sorry, guys. I was just checking out something. There you go. Sorry. I had something to find. Oh, we had 5 likes. Don't worry, I'll get to it now. People, most, among, far. It's fine. I started a YouTube channel to make something, but it's not working out. Man, I was at that same stage, man. You just have to give it time, and you have to keep going. Bro, what other food that you can cook? A few things here and there. Just, I mean, hell, I can even make scallops, but the thing is, like, we don't really get scallops here. Exactly. My mother said it quite well. They're hellishly expensive. You know, this is not even on. Let's get some more oil. I just cooked down this, the onions, the garlic. There we go. While we do so, we got ourselves our mince, which I know it doesn't look a lot, but we're going to be adding in a soup packet to basically increase the volume. Gamer, not really, man. I'll give you a sub too, man. Now, let me get over here. Let me see if I can actually sub to you. Okay, it won't allow me to sub you, but you know what? I'll remember your channel. Just message me on one of my videos, and I'll give you a like, man, and I'll give you a subscribe. We all gotta stick together in this. All right, let me quickly grab. All right. Divulgia.
You ready to lock in lobster?
Yeah.
Wow, that was nice. We might hit 10 likes already. Damn. Sounds good. Sounds good, man.
Sam says that they feel sorry for your stomach. Merlin's stomach can't cope with the chilling. Merlin's intestines have been round and round.
Okay, we're gonna put this over there. And we're gonna just let it steam a bit. While we do so, we're gonna open up our can of mixed beans. This has red beans, butter beans, green beans, and some red kidney beans. Red kidney beans are actually very good in protein and very delicious in flavor. I'm just gonna remove the broth. It's in. There you go. Get this off. Okay. Gonna turn this down. Basically gonna turn it off quickly. Okay. Gonna take this meat. Oh yeah, the soup packet quickly. One. There it is. It's a mutton and veg soup. This will help thicken it. We're going to add in a few things here and there that's going to give it an immense amount of flavor, which is absolutely going to taste absolutely delicious. Okay, gonna remove the onions to the side here, and we're gonna throw the meat cleanly in there. We'll add in salt over time. Oh, we hit 10 likes. Gotta get myself another shot. Okay, I'm gonna just throw the meat in. Now I know it's unseasoned. It's going to be seasoned as it's in there, because if we season it now and we add in all the others, it's gonna be either over seasoned or under seasoned, because when you add in like certain things here and there, it starts to mess with the seasoning. As you see, I'm a seasoned chef. Okay, why did I lose a like? Oh, there, came back. We're gonna sit that over there. Now we're gonna add some pepper. Some salt that we have left over there. Ready yet? We'll just get from here.
No. This
Gonna quickly just crush this up a bit more. Some Himalayan salt. So it's going to be filled with a lot of flavor. Then we're going to just basically cut that up, flip it, move it around. Now we start mixing all of it together. Alright, time to get that shot.
In the cooking process, all of the frog legs dropped into the tiny plastics and the picture jacket.
There, divulge.
Out of all of that is that you all got the point. Oh, we're all right. We all suffer. Yes, but everybody else had a fantastic time.
I'm gonna add some herbs. Now we add in the beans. Move this more into view. There you go. Now the thing is, since there's not a lot of mince, that's why we get the bean mix. Because it's also got protein, it's got some nice flavors in it. Okay, and we're gonna go and grab some milk quickly. Yes, we're grabbing a bit of milk because as this cooks, we're first gonna add in our soup mix, which we're not gonna use all of it, but we'll save a bit for maybe later uses, or we might use it all. We do not know. A lot of surprises may happen.
Albert, please. Read the card.
This is Tudor Constance.
Tudor Constance. No, they couldn't work out if there was an apostrophe.
the piece that you put in your bit?
Don't worry. It's not a fish penis.
I know there's probably no one. Well, we do have people. Why does the light disappear? YouTube, can you explain? But we had it. We're not retracting. I'm not gonna go. A shit with rock.
If it's hit you, I'm already on the toilet all day tomorrow.
Hey boys, dig in.
And a bit more, and then we're gonna actually grab some water just to help with this. This is also just to also save up on resources. You don't need to always use milk. You can add water, which we will be adding.
A codpiece, as well as a quick back for you A codpiece is a pouch-like cover over the pouch area of men's clothing, which was popular in Europe during the 15th and 16th centuries.
Well,
Looking good, looking good.
The word codpiece comes from the Middle English word cod, which means scruple.
so
Yes.
why do you think it came up that? So when you think it's by your items.
Now that is looking good.
It's irrelevant, done.
And a bit of water. Now this is why I said that we're going to be seasoning afterwards. We're adding a bit of water and a bit of milk, which is basically just removing some of the seasoning. We do not want that. So we first do this, get it into a nice thick sauce, and then afterwards, then we start adding in more seasoning, like salt, pepper, MSG, just to bring in a lot of flavor. This is not supposed to be a pretty dish. This is not supposed to be a Gordon Ramsay dish. This is supposed to be a dish that's hearty for the soul and delicious for the belly.
With broken fish. Apparently, they keep thinking everyone's drinking beer.
There you go. Now let's add in a bit extra. Just to give it a bit of color, we're going to add in some mushroom soy sauce. Stir it a bit. There you go, see? Now we got that beautiful color. Thus, the soy sauce has a bit of... There's some delicious things in there. Some saltiness from the soy sauce. Let's add a bit of pepper. We're gonna add more. I would usually just basically crush it in one of these, but not this time. Add in some herbs.
I have seen a comment asking if this is a headband around my neck. I wish I could talk about it.
And we're gonna add some steak and chops. There you go, see? Now this, for 2 people, can last for 2 days. Hell, a person can have a tiny bit for lunch, if they want. We're actually going to just turn down the heat, which I cannot see. There you go. Everybody went quiet. It's fine. Add a tiny bit more water because seems like it's getting a bit dry. There you go. Now it's a nice soupy mix. Now if you want, you can just have this as on its own, but for us South Africans, we'd have it with what's in the name, fikkoek and mince. I'll show you. To anyone who is South African, you already know what a fikkoek is. If you are from another country, this is what they are. Nice fried, delicious dough. If you're from Louisiana and you see that, you would think that is a bende, which is a Swedish dish which is found in Louisiana. But ours is slightly different as it has more to a bready sort of feel. But you can have it as savory or sweet. You could put jam in it with some butter. You could put some... Over here we have something known as Fat Cake City and other fat cake restaurants, which specialize in taking the fikkoek and changing it. And yes, we call it a fikkoek because that's what it is, a fikkoek. In South Africa, if you speak English, it means fat cake. Even English people call it fikkoek. Alright?
2, 1, enjoy! Now you ask why is it that color? The bulldog extra spicy sauce does have a very distinct color to it. So we have to color the other beans the same color so the color was not here. Take away. How's everybody doing? Because of the beans?
Delicious. Absolutely divine. Gotta just let it sit for a bit though. Put this over here. We have it on the lowest heat, so we're gonna let it sit. Because we just wanna just quickly also cook those beans out of it. Wow, that was delicious. Lots of flavor. Absolutely divine. While we wait, let us pour ourselves a drink. We're just gonna also just move this to the side. Be careful, it is hot. And we're just gonna also clean up our zone a bit.
So many of you have makeup on already. Yeah, who's his lipstick and who's his red lips? Yeah.
Okay. You can, if you want, you could also add some cheese, like smear cheese, plastic cheese, normal cheese, if you want. But in my opinion, just stick to what you have over there because it's absolutely delicious and divine to eat.
I think it was Mike. Because everyone else looks normal. It was me.
Be careful when doing that.
I went down again today. I went mine. I went down because I just thought I flush.
There you go. We're actually going to turn this off now. We don't need it to burn.
Community hair packers, oil and oil goes everywhere and it just carries the fight. So this is nice, spicy as the bottle. Stuff like that is just everywhere. And sunburn on my lips are so red on my lips.
Your lips will be red again tomorrow.
There you go. Let's have a taste.
I can tell you that all the comments thought it was banned. And I have to say that Merlin here thought it was banned. But really he just didn't like to be. Well, at the end of Protopix's chain of protocols, my hand revealed
That's absolutely great.
4 points.
Yes, we're only 30 minutes into the stream and we're already done.
With 4 points
But not really.
in a joint lead.
We're just going to chat a bit. Before we do that, I'm just going to be giving a bit to my mother, as she's had a bit of a hard day.
Second place, James, and bringing up the win, Barry Taylor.
I've got one final question. I noticed that
Mother, there you go, have a taste.
going around the table.
Be careful, it's hot. Tell me if you like it.
Yes, I'll do it off the top of my head. Yes. Oh, the tragic dragon. Bring the card.
Thank you. That was worth it.
Was it good? That was that
No, while you guys are here, and you know, food's already done, I'm going to show you how to make your own pickled chilies. Because I have customers in my community who love chilies. So, I'm going to show you how to make what is known as a sweet pickle. This is a little away from this, but you will like it.
Well, I don't know who that host is, but I think it's been invited back more often. Oh, yeah. Well, that's noticed that. And it's your Justin, but numerous persons telling her that.
So before we cut up the chilies and that, we're gonna first put in our pickling liquid. Grab some of your
I don't know. This should be a little
vinegar. And we don't want to put too much in. We want to put just enough that it fills 2 of the
I don't know.
of our jars. So about that much will do. And don't worry, we are just going to be. I'll be grabbing the jars a bit later. But then we're going to add in some sugar. The cool thing about this, Mother, would you like me to serve you while I'm busy?
No, I'm quite fine right now.
Alright. Cool. Okay, so I go. There guys, I gave you a share. A share of my rear. Okay, then we're just gonna add about 2 tablespoons of sugar because we want it to be quite sweet because the vinegar is quite strong. And then, sorry, I'm going to be off screen a bit. We take some mustard seeds, add in a bit over here, just a small bit. We don't want to add too much. We don't want it to overpower. With these, you can actually blend with some with certain things and make your own mustard. And then over here, this is our spice container. And in it are these little cloves. Now you can get them cheap, very cheap, but basically these are what they are. These cloves give an immense amount of delicious flavor. They're going to be, it's going to give like, I don't know how to describe it, but it is going to be delicious. As I've had people literally come back wanting more. Alright, with the pickling liquid basically nearly done, I think I just need to add in just a bit more. I want to save a bit because later I'm making a hot sauce, and I can't really make a hot sauce without pickling liquid. There you go. Alright, and then we're going to throw this on the oven for a bit. Now while it's on the oven and it's going to be warming up and that sugar is going to dissolve and mix and all that, we're going to cut up some of the chilies. Which, again, this is a normal stream. I'm not a professional, so I will be going off the screen and looking for my chilies, because, well, why not? I did buy.
Oh, they were there.
Now, maybe this is a good thing. People can see my comedian side. Nothing happened.
That's not right.
Nothing happened. Happened nothing. English, not speak well. I can speak well, just not right now. Alright, let's go remove a few things. Oh yeah, here they are. I'm just blind as a bat. And I have a mother who is technically blind as a bat. And basically, we're going to take our chilies. Basically, a lot of them. Some jalapenos. As you can see there, jalapenos, they're a bit darker, which means they're going to be stronger in heat. We're just going to basically chop that up. Okay, and while that happens, we're going to quickly take a few draws. We're going to just quickly we're taking our, basically we're just doing this over here. We're just going to quickly, I can't think of, sterilize!
Delicious tartare, we'll keep it nice and raw and simple, well seasoned, or crisp bread or whatever, we might get to that. Key thing here is a wonderful fruit and chocolate chutney, a black forest chutney. That's where the chocolate cake's going to go, but I'm going to start with onion and garlic, because we have to have an element of savoury acidity to the chutney, not just blended up cake. I've been doing the ankles first. I picked out a little pigeon, because pigeons go well with chocolate cake. I'm going to chuck some herbs in it. Don't know where a peeler is, so I'm just going to take a knife and take some of the zest off the lemon. That's also going to go in. I'm going to start sealing the pigeon in the pan. Get it
Sorry
nice
about
and
that.
brown.
I'm back.
And then just before
We're
it
going to
goes
just
on,
sterilize.
I can go in the oven, and then the other guys can sort that out. So that's that from cake style. Got the cut with the cheese in one food, all in one curry. Ooh, I should have raised it up. Let's go right there. And the pocket roast. Chocolate paste. Sugar. Finger crossed. And pick things up by the time someone else comes in. If it doesn't, then we'll say the day.
Basically, make sure your jaws are clean.
Take to the oven. That doesn't pick up that much. That doesn't look that bad. But all the whipped up sponge, the icing, and the burger buns, get that in the oven. What is a chutney? A great way of using up fruit or vegetables in acidic sugar mixture. I think by using the chocolate cake, we're going to end up with something that's also flour thickened. So yes, it's got the sugar.
Yeah, you guys are seeing me full-time, real-time doing this over here.
But hey, we've got to use it. We're going to need to use this chutney,
This one.
it is just going to be blended cake. Garlic is going in, and we're going to see what hard herbs we've got. Thyme, that's a good shout. Rosemary? Sure. Rosemary goes straight in. Try and get some of the rid of the stalks. In my time, if I'm able to get into the chocolate cake incorporated into this and leave a clue for tartare, then hopefully the boys will carry it on. Next up, I think I'm going to start the sauce because I want the guys to use mushrooms, the garlic and shallots, and we can get that on, so it's definitely going to
There, we've washed them, but now we need to sterilize them. So we basically, what you gotta do is you gotta take a kettle, warm up some water, boiling, put it in there and leave it for 10 minutes. That will leave enough time that it sterilizes the entire bottle and also removes unwanted flavors.
This is very stressful. So butter is going in with the pigeon and with the sauce eventually.
We take this.
Cream. Oh, make up the mousse. Make up the mousse. The full of rum ganache, eggs. Whip that up with some sugar. Stabilise it with some acid for some oil.
Actually, if it was a bit more.
Caramel. Don't burn the caramel. Put the soft piece into there. Whip up some cream. Fold the soft piece through it.
And while that happens, we're just also going to wipe out and clean these lids.
If they look in the fridge, if they have technically. The orange caramel. The wonderful blood orange, so blood orange and apple. The chocolate. We have ginger beer, so that's the liquid for the chutney. But it also gives sweetness. Ginger
Out.
Season it heavily. Salt to offset the fat. I'm about to throw in a slice of chocolate cake sponge, a slice of vanilla sponge, and the ganache. So in the form of ginger beer, orange juice, and chocolate cake.
As we were saying, then you take all your chilies and you basically
In my
cut them.
head, that makes sense. I will leave the boys a clue because I'm nice like that. Okay, what do I want to do next? I want to.
And basically, obviously these first need to be sterilized.
I'm going to cook it in butter with maybe a little bit of honey or something, adding a bit of sweetness.
We're going to put those to the side and then we're going to quickly just cut up all of our chilies. Since we still have the thing over here,
with the hop behind me, so I keep forgetting about it.
the styrofoam packaging. We're just going to take all of this and we're going to throw it back into there, and you know, once everything's done, then we add everything into the jars. Sorry, I'm mixing my words. I'm a bit tired. I'm still doing some temp work, but it's not going to stop me from doing a good job. Some chilies you have to throw away because they have weird looks that might mean that they're off. Doesn't mean all of them are off. This means probably some of them are. Now you see with the jalapeno, it can go red because the jalapeno is still at the juvenile state. But as it goes red, it gets hotter. Okay. Okay, we're gonna just slice this up. Now the thing is, I started this business back in 2023. Back when, well, after I went to the hospital, because I basically said, I'm tired of not being able to find work, I'm going to make my own business. Even if it doesn't make a lot, at least I'm trying. That's a thing in our country. The country of South Africa.
Apple, ginger, blood orange, red. We're gonna get chutney with.
Yeah, my hands are going to be covered, so I'm just going to throw this in.
Season this up.
My hands are going to burn, but you know what, screw it, why not?
Slicks of mushrooms, I can see thyme, I can see bruised,
Okay.
I can see shallot, I've got the words, saucy fish, perfect little dice of combination of apple and pear. Ah, that's pigeon. Wonder when that makes it. You don't want to overcook pigeon, you want to leave plenty of recipe time. I don't know if it's going to be long. Chocolate has gone in, we're happy. Caramel, I love caramel. Ooh, okay. Ooh, it's got some pears in a caramel.
If you guys have any questions, please ask away while I'm busy cutting up over here.
And that's the house.
Okay.
I'm not feeling good about this. I don't know what the egg is.
Our pickling liquid has basically, everything is dissolved, it's nice and hot. We're going to take it off the stove just for a bit, and then we're going to throw it back on to warm up when we add it into the jar with the chilies.
That'll give it a base for our delicious sauteed mushrooms. So caraway and venison, any game are lovely. Some fresh, cracked, ground coriander seed. A bit more salt, and that's nearly done. And a cheap chutney, my favourite, fried onions out of a chicken stock container.
There you go, and we leave it for about 10 minutes.
And then I can stick that into like an HP brown sauce vibe. I'd like it smoother, but it's not cake. I was desperate to use chervil when I saw it there. I'm glad James has already picked it. Because it's a herb you don't use very often. You can't even really get it at supermarkets, but at this time of year it's delicious. It's subtle, it's fragrant. It's got a little bit of sort of aniseed, but not to the degree that tarragon has or dill has. We're going to use some for garnish and some chopped to go through our lentils. I would come up with a real push me. This is the weirdest bread pudding sponge thing I've ever seen. Chris has made a whole dessert. Don't mind me, just keep my step count up. I don't know what you want me to do. I haven't done anything yet. I literally haven't done anything.
Okay, let's get it over here.
Because I don't know what else to do.
Obviously, I'm not going to leave you guys with me just sitting there and just doing nothing. I'm showing you guys a nice trick. Thing is, you can just buy pickled chilies at a store. But the thing is, it's a bit pricey when you can just buy the elements yourself and make it yourself. I mean, hell, me just making this batch, the chilies I bought was like 18 rand, but you got like got about nearly 300 to 400 grams worth. Even if some of them are small. The vinegar, you can get a small vinegar for about 10 rand if you live in South Africa. Probably much cheaper in other countries. And, you know, sugar, spices, you can basically make your own stuff without having to go to a store if you want. Because basically you have everything. Okay, and then we take the stems and we throw them. Right, now we're going to do the same with these. These ones are a bit bigger, so much different.
Into this, because it's gone. But what if we try and make some croutons out of the vanilla cake slice? I've got no idea what happens when you bake small cubes of cake. We'll find out. I think we're
Okay. Obviously, remove all the chilies from the packaging so we can reuse it.
I'm getting some orange spices. It's beautiful.
Now with these chilies, you can also make yourself jalapeno poppers, if big enough. The smaller ones are more ferocious than the bigger ones, to be honest. I have tried a smaller jalapeno and yanda is it hot. Because it's more intense of flavor.
It's also gonna thicken it a little bit. It's kind of like a bit more icing in. This is gonna add a little bit of freshness. You have some pear in the middle, that's really hot.
Also, make sure you buy a knife sharpener when you can. And it's also perfect.
I'm not thinking anything here. Stop placing up. And I push James down one route, shall we? Oh, I should have fallen at the bottom of the bowl. But it kind of works. Find it out, that's no dirty. And fill centre with some lentils. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? It's not bad, it's not great, but it's not bad. Well, it's still so hot, that needs to cool down. Put some toast in, help them out there. Toast is hard.
Okay. Nearly done here.
Out of the hot pan.
I think I've already mentioned this, but as it matures and gets red, it increases in heat. This means a jalapeno could turn from meh to done over here. That's the worst part about this. My one finger has a cut on it. Yeah, I'm touching this with a finger that's injured.
And I just feel defeated. And I feel like I've really done things. I'll give myself an 8 out of 10. It's not just format property anyway.
Yeah, you are hearing that right. There is a puppy in an ad. Talking about that, when I get to the new place, we're actually going to be getting some new members to the family.
Why have I got all the stuff to make a cocktail?
Because why get a bigger place and all that if you're not going to just, you know, get yourself some new members to the family?
I've heard that and put it on for another 4 minutes. And then cocktail shakers with half the ginger beer and some vodka. I don't know if we need that or we like that. Last person in the kitchen, we go to the table, get another ingredient. Lentils! Yay! Lentil salad, lentil dressing. Very nice. So we're going to take this off.
I know we're not having much people talk and all of that, but you know that's fine.
Like the season now, because they have seasoned obviously inside the meat.
As long as we get some people who come back to the stream and, you know, take up some knowledge. Alright, those are nearly done. I'm going to leave the pickling liquid on the heat for a bit, so that it can take its time and everything and all that. Alright, Bubba, you hungry?
A lot of mess.
You sure?
What is that? It's not
Alright.
set, it's been put in there for a reason.
I'm going to throw away all these stems.
It's been fried. I'm not against that as a base. Beautiful, sticky caramel fruit on top of our blood orange. Do I need whatever's under here? Is that part of the chocolate mixture? I don't know if we've got time. I'm going to try and crisp up some of this cake because at the moment it's all quite chewy and bouncy. I think the crisp would be nice. And almonds.
There you go. Some nice cut of chilies for our chili pickled chilies.
I'm going to top it with
Just waiting for the
onion.
I feel like about 3 more minutes, and then we can add it in. And while we do so, let's get a drink. I do not know why my bottle is open.
Tasty. Okay, so that's on toast setting, and I'm hoping that's just going to make it even crunchier, because I want it slightly crunchier than toast should be, and then melt the cheese.
Yes, I'm having sugar-free
on another plate. I need some fresh
7-Up.
roasted mushrooms.
Because why not? It's delicious. So some good food.
On full, sauté some chervil in hot oil. Throw it in now, let it down, blend it. Need to dress up the lentils.
Yeah, no.
To balance
Over
out
here it's
the mushrooms.
nice
There we
cooling
go, what
wings.
we've got. Oh, the tamarind is quite sour. Tamarind and pigeon is lovely. Tamarind being fruity and sour. Pigeon, chocolate, it's coming together nicely. Blend it with some extra red wine to get a nice flavour.
That's what happens when you have a bit of ring in that. The door kind of warps a bit.
There's not going to be enough time in the next
So you may need to
make a call.
give it a
I
slight
think this is
push.
probably a push all-in-one wonder. But because we can't dig into it we don't know, I can't confidently serve it as it is. So I'm going to dig into it to find out what it is. Then, if by doing that I've ruined it, we'll place up a smaller one in a ramekin. It's a chocolate pudding that we're going to have to relay with some hair, because now I've hacked into it, it looks terrible. But I could not do that because I didn't know what it was. That might be a bit quicker than the last one, just because it's smaller. I'm going to do some crispy onions on top of it. Let the crispy onions go beautifully with that. Move just a little extra of this, so it's fully incorporated into the dish. I'm adding radish. I think it's going to look great on the plate. Freshen the plate up a little bit. Keep the straining through kitchen paper.
Alright, there you go.
So we get a really
Area
nice
has been cleaned a bit, so now we can just wait until the time goes off. But basically, yeah, there you go. We got some cut up chilies in that, so we can actually make some pickles. This pickle is actually for a customer as well, so I'm showing you guys a bit of a trick. You know, when you're just doing your own thing and all that, you can use this trick to help yourself. Sorry, I am quite tired. Quite tired, guys. I know I'm speaking to no one right now, but it's fine. It's fine.
How shall I serve it?
Right there, now I'm starting to feel the burn in my hands.
Colour contrast, so I don't have to have time to make a reduction.
Take it on then.
have no idea why. I think that's
Alright.
good. Start with the starter and see how we get on. Ready? Ah! Ooh! Yeah. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
one.
Yeah, and I'm assuming at least one of you thought that's what it would look like. Sure. No? Straight on the toast? Yeah, however you want to do that. I'm going to be honest,
And dude,
that was kind of where I was going.
cool thing about this, we can just add in the chilies now.
Chutney, which was indeed blood orange, apple, shallot, garlic, and chocolate for you. With some
Add in.
I didn't really feel like it added much, but I do think the cheese was nice to it.
The smokiness is lovely. Yeah. Well, I think that is a starting success. Where do we go from there?
Whoa!
Well, it looks stunning.
Oh, it's amazing.
James, your chocolate mushrooms tasted awesome. And the most perfectly diced apple and pear.
Try my best.
I
Go.
think the whole thing is great. It has a richness and a silky.
Now, yeah, that looks like it's half, but we're basically gonna add in the pickling liquid soon, which is gonna add in the volume. Plus, is anyone gonna really complain over some nice, delicious pickled jalapenos?
Pretty good colour on it. Can you pull that out?
I don't think
Pull it
so.
out at about 50 degrees. Hoping it will go. I mean, it's only it could maybe another minute or so, but I like it. I like it lush. Wonderful.
Nice.
You sure look at that?
Yeah. That's probably the hardest thing. I just realised it's terrible.
We ended up with two there because I couldn't work out what was going on.
There you
And
go.
I decreased both. This was a tasty monstrosity. So I just halved it.
Take some of the chilies from this one and just
But otherwise,
flip them in here.
it's a burger bun with like a chocolate, almost.
There you go. And now we add in the pickling
cake with bread.
which has been basically staying warm.
To set you off on a right path. You've been away, you haven't cooked that much, but you've been away.
Well,
Right, so you might
Take the rest here.
chocolate bread and butter pudding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's what it was. There were egg scraps.
Yeah,
I saw those.
quick pasta, and then I thought put some pears and caramelize off,
And
and then
then,
I walked away. Okay.
there you go.
I didn't have a very good time. I missed it. Because I felt like we had done everything. No. Yeah.
Components. It just needed construction.
And if there's a little bit,
I was confused that that was already
it's
constructed.
not as much, we add in a bit more of the vinegar,
What Ben describes as a monstrosity.
Oh, it was.
which I basically just polished off my vinegar.
Okay.
Nailed it. Nailed it, I think. Either or would have
And then
nailed
we
it.
just have a
It's a
taste.
double name.
Yeah, honestly, that's delicious as a whole.
The other buns that she's using to go on, they're
Wow.
There you go. It's toasted sesame. I haven't thought of it before. It looks weird. It tastes great. Over to you guys. You've seen it all unfold. Kitchen rotation, still a pretty new idea. If you like it, you need to let us know by liking the video so we can make more, and we need more common themes to run between the kitchens to do some more content.
There you go. Give it a bit of a mix. Yeah, we're gonna just have a bit of a taste of the pickling liquid. Yeah, perfect.
Today, we tried to cook a dish using only
Wow.
power tools and DIY equipment. And can we make it look and taste good enough that a chef won't be able to tell how it was made? Well, let's find out. Words cannot describe how excited we are to be filming this video.
Alright, that will be taken care of a bit later.
Let's see what happens.
Right now,
Good luck.
I think it's time to eat.
No, nothing back in the kitchen. Except the chopping boards. Just two tools. I'm from the start, yeah? Salt. So we've got a sauce pan. I'll get some ingredients. Yep, you.
Now guys,
Fill the
for this live stream, we're gonna end that right there.
And we've got some red mullet that is
Right now, I'm tired from a bit of work. I have a few other things I need to get done, and yeah, this is the final cooking stream that's here. So guys, I'm gonna end it right there. Thank you so much to all the people that came here. Yeah, we got about 0 viewers looking at this, so it is what it is. But it's quite alright. Quite alright. Hopefully in the next stream, we'll do a bit better. So until we get... So God bless, love you all, and until we get it on a bottle or on a t-shirt, stay hydrated. God bless!
For food consumption after washing